there is the announcement of the implementation of the National Research Foundation. This has an outlay of about 50,000 crores over the next 5 years.
साथियों, किसी भी प्रगतिशील समाज में रिसर्च जीवन का एक सहज स्वभाव भी होता है।
R&D के बारे में ये लोग इतनी बात क्यों कर रहे हैं, चलिए देखते हैं। R&D is the first step towards anything in civilized world, जिसका बिगेस्ट एग्जांपल है US। बाकी देशों की तुलना में इंडिया 1% से भी कम GDP का R&D में कंट्रीब्यूट करता है। जहाँ तक कि देखा जाए, इजराइल एंड कोरिया आर द बिगेस्ट स्पेंडर्स ऑन R&D at 4.21% and 4.15% of GDP.
Well, it is being acknowledged what type of technology Korean and Israeli companies are outsourcing is something prospering for their economy and problem solving for world, which is possible because of mindset related to R&D. Therefore, innovation is essential for an economy to grow. In India, the government undertakes 60% of R&D expenditures, unlike other nations where private enterprise is the primary driver. Despite efforts to boost R&D, the country spends around 0.7% of GDP on R&D.
डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी ने रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट स्टैटिस्टिक्स पब्लिश किया 2020 में, जो एस्टिमेशन देता है 60.9 बिलियन का R&D में खर्च करना 2017-18 में by foreign MNCs, which is only about 10% of what US firms have reported to have spent in India on R&D. ऐसा क्यों है कि प्राइवेट प्लेयर्स का पार्टिसिपेशन R&D में बहुत लिमिटेड है? येट इसके काफ़ी सारे कारण हैं, बट उनमें से एक मेजर है इंडिया पेटेंट सिस्टम, जो कि काफ़ी अनरिलायबल है सेफगार्डिंग में कमर्शियल इनोवेशंस का, which has created a sense of unease among firms as they fear that their intellectual property may not be adequately protected, leaving their potential profits vulnerable. Risk of imitation, जिसका मतलब है नकल का जोखिम। प्राइवेट फर्म्स इंडिया में इन्वेस्ट करने में हिचकती है, स्पेशली इन R&D, जिसका एक मेन रीज़न है लोकल कंपटीटर्स नकल करते हैं और विच फर्दर डिसइंसेंटिवाइजेस इन्वेस्टमेंट इन R&D. लैक ऑफ टैलेंट की कमी। प्राइवेट फर्म्स गवर्नमेंट से ज़्यादा इन्वेस्ट करती है R&D में इन दी US एंड चाइना due to the caliber of talent they have because of their higher education institutions. इंडिया को डेवलप करना पड़ेगा अपना हायर एजुकेशन टू अट्रैक्ट टॉप टैलेंट एंड ड्राइव इनोवेशन. Lack of high quality research. Actually, it is one of the main, I would say, the major reason, because out of the approximately 40,000 higher education institutions जो कि इंडिया में हैं, 1% से भी कम एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं हाई क्वालिटी रिसर्च में, which includes both scientific and social science research. This implies that 99% of higher education institutions are not contributing to the country's high quality knowledge creation. Suffocating research ecosystem. Government's effort to impose fiscal discipline on state and educational institutions has suffocated the research ecosystem at institutes like IISc, IITs and IISERs. Challenges in procuring laboratory equipment. Basically, procuring laboratory equipment can be a nightmare for researchers due to the bureaucratic red tape and delays in the system. The Indian Patent Office had only 860 patent examiners and controllers as of March 2022, which is substantially काफ़ी कम है वो चाइना से. ऑलमोस्ट चाइना में है 13,704 एंड यूएस में है 8,132 एग्जामिनर्स एंड कंट्रोलर्स, लीविंग द इंडियन पेटेंट ऑफिस ग्रैपलिंग टू हैंडल द डिमांड. इसके अलावा कई और रीजंस हैं. लो प्राइवेट प्लेयर्स इन रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट, जिसमें से एक है लैक ऑफ फंडिंग. वन ऑफ द मेन रीजंस फॉर R&D in India is the lack of adequate funding for research and development. Even the government invest very little in research. Government भी एक बहुत छोटा सा अमाउंट रिसर्च के लिए इन्वेस्ट करता है, और जहाँ तक कि देखा जाए प्राइवेट कंपनीज़ हैं वो भी कुछ खास मन से बेसिकली इन्वेस्ट नहीं करना चाहते a significant amount in R&D due to the high risks and uncertainties involved. Lack of infrastructure. India lacks adequate infrastructure for research and development. और काफ़ी कम well equipped laboratories and research facilities हैं कंट्री में, basically which limits the ability of researchers to carry out advanced research. These are the basic necessities which is being not given to them, yet it results like that. Limited collaboration between academic and industry. In India, there is limited collaboration between academia and industry, which hinders innovation and the commercialization of research. Very less execution. There is also a lack of focus on applied research. Basically, applied research helps, in making things happen in reality, which is critical for the development of new products and technologies. And one of the controversial one is brain drain. Yet some of you may not satisfy with that. Yet this point is a major one. Many of India's brightest mind immigrate, basically चले जाते हैं इंडिया से to other countries for better opportunities, yet resulting in a brain drain that weakens the country's research and development capabilities. Inadequate education and training. Yet India's education system doesn't adequately prepare students for research and development careers. India is not so research oriented country for right now, but Indian government is working on it to make it happen. There is also a lack of training opportunities for researchers to improve their skills and keep up with the latest advances in their fields. And another one is bureaucratic hurdles. There are so many bureaucratic hurdles that researchers must navigate to obtain funding and carry out research projects in India. The bureaucratic red tape, you know how it is, slows down the research process and discourages many researchers from pursuing projects in India. What should be the way forward? इसका क्या इलाज हो सकता है? Creating an enabling regulatory environment. The government can create a conducive regulatory environment that encourages private sector participation. This could include measures such as simplifying regulatory procedures, providing incentives for private sector investment, and ensuring a level playing field for all players. Private public partnerships. Government can work with private sector players through triple Ps, where the private sector invests and operates public infrastructure projects such as roads, power plants, airports, etc. This can help leverage private sector expertise and resources while also ensuring that the public interest is protected. And the one of the other point is encouraging FDI, foreign direct investment. The Indian government can encourage FDI by liberalizing investment rules, simplifying procedures, and in providing incentives for foreign investors. Foreign investor कब invest करेंगे? When they see infrastructure is there, not so that pulping. This can help bring in much needed foreign capital and expertise to help spur economic growth. Skill development and education. The government can invest in skill development and education initiatives to help build a pool of skilled workers that can help support private sector growth. This can help address the skills gap that many private sector players face when trying to expand their operations. Operation management, infrastructure development, वही बात आ गई जो पहले करी थी. The government can invest in infrastructure development such as building new roads, airports, plants and ports, which can help attract private sector investment. जितना ज़्यादा अच्छा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर उतनी अच्छी प्रोडक्टिविटी और उतने ही कम कॉस्ट फॉर प्राइवेट बिजनेसेस. सरकार पैसा इन्वेस्ट कर चुकी होगी और बिजनेसेस कैन टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ दैट टू एनहेंस देयर बिजनेसेस.